Look at that, I'm getting tagged. Got him. Got him. Oh, that's a good one. What's up, everybody? As you can see, I am no longer in the frozen tundra of Buffalo, New York. I'm out here in the lovely Pensacola, Florida, overlooking the Escambia Bay. I did find some Bass Lakes, so this video here we're going to go out and check out this Bass Lake, Hurricane Lake, about an hour and 10 minutes northeast of here, almost up to Alabama. See if we can find some bass. I got a 3-day pass, so we'll see what we can find up in those 3 days. It's been cold here, so we had those 4 or 5 days that dipped down to 40s. Texas got hit pretty good. Hope everyone out there is doing well. All the plain states got hit pretty hard. But down here, you know, there were 60s, 70s, and then they had the 4 or 5 days dipping down into the 40s, and then it's starting to kind of warm back up. So I have no idea. The bass down here might be a little shell-shocked with those kind of temps, but I only got 3 days to go fishing, so out of our little vacation trip here. So let's see what happens in Hurricane Lake. They say there's bass in here. Let's go find out. Well, now we know why we call it hurricane. That's I'm trying to find a nice quiet little, because normally
So day one consisted of basically family fishing. And if you've ever fished with kids, well, you know how that goes. But boy did good. He had fun for a 5-year-old. And he hung right in there like a trooper, you know, even though we didn't really get any fish that day. You know, for 5 years old, he really hung in there. So I was super proud of him. But as you can see here, Hurricane Lake, super, super windy. So I found a little cove. We're on the northeast kind of side, just west of there. There's a boat launch there on the north side of the lake. I only really brought a few baits with me: chatterbait, Ned rigs, jerkbait, spinnerbait, a couple senkos and trick worms, and a jig, which I later lost. The water was super clear there. You know, I had several feet of visibility. Again, on this trip, you know, the past 4 days, there was that big storm that rolled through, and it was about 4 days in the low 40s. So I don't know what the water temp was. I was guessing it's probably low to mid 50s. But again, we started off on the north side. Again, in early spring, they typically say, you know, you want to try to find the north banks. Those tend to hold warmer water. Warmer water typically holds bait fish and holds bigger fish due to the sun angle. So, you know, I had a hard time finding a quiet shoreline on the north side. So we kind of dodged the wind and kind of found a couple little nooks and crannies that we could try to fish in. So didn't really have any luck finding bait fish. Usually the winds push, you know, the current push the bait fish right up. But I did find some bait fish on day 2, which kind of helped clue into some spots, but no fish. So it was encouraging to find some bait fish. But again, here's day 1, some clips, trying to find some quiet banks.
Oh, is that an eagle? Look, it's got a white head.
That's what I told you, you had a white head. Nobody believed me.
I didn't hear you when you said that. It's an eagle up there.
Hey, go. Wait.
Well, it's not an eagle.
Guys.
That's cool. Huh. Really? No swimming. Alligators. Oh, that's great. Alligators. Awesome. I know all about those from being from Buffalo.
So here, the little peninsula area by the boat launch freed up. There's a family there fishing, so we went out there. I looked on Navionics on my app there, and looks like you can get out to about 5 to 6 feet of water. So I thought maybe we'd get out a little deeper, try there.
Alrighty. Day 2, Hurricane Lake, Baker, Florida. A little less windy. Don't have the family with me. Not that that's a bad thing, but boy, it is windy here. We got some overcast. That's good. Definitely not as windy.
So here we are, day 2, day 1 recap again, no fish, but less than ideal conditions for bank fishing anyway. I did see a few boaters out there. I didn't really see anybody else grab anything off the boat. So you had windy bluebird skies, air temps in the low 60s, super clear water, fished about 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So odds are definitely not in our favor, but we tried doing all the finesse techniques to try to see if we can get a bite, but did get a bite on that northeast bank corner where it drops off 5, 6, 7 feet. So I did go back there and that's where I landed the fish on day 2. So you'll see that coming up soon. But I did find bait fish on day 2 today, pushed up against the wind-blown banks. But again, it was tough to find the actual big fish.
Found the bait fish. It's hard to see, but they're all right down in there. You can see them. And I kind of mapped it out on Navionics right off the edge of that pier. It's about 8 feet. I'm trying to get out there as close as I can. Look at that mitten tag. Got him. Got him. Oh, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. Oh, yeah. Ah, yeah. There we go. Hey! Eating anything, buddy? Let's see. Nothing in your belly. Drove over to the other side of the lake. I was over there, so I drove around. Whew. See what's on this side. Looks like this drops off deeper than the other side does. So figure the way it brightened up gets some of these deeper waters. One fish.
So here we are over on this would be the south side of the lake. There's two main entrances where you can go, north side, south side, and they give pretty good access here. But tried every little cove and area, shaded, less wind, but again, still nothing on the south side. You could try all types of different baits, but no luck here on the south side.
Well, Hurricane Lake, beautiful lake here in Baker, Florida. It kicked my butt though. Again, on vacation, I only have 3 days. I bought the 3-day fishing license. So I fished yesterday with the family, today by myself. I think I fished maybe, I don't know, 9:30 to I think it's almost 4 now, I'm calling it. One fish, one bass. This lake just puzzles me because it's windy, obviously. It's probably why they call it Hurricane Lake. But every little shaded nook, everywhere you would think, you would see tons of bait fish pushed up against the shore, shaded, calm, out of the wind. You would think that'd just be stock full of bass. Like that's like prime time location. Not even one fish. Not even. I had one other bite way over on the other bank into almost direct sun. So I don't know. I get this lake puzzles me. Maybe there's not as many bass in here as what I know of. But I'm gonna try to make it out here again tomorrow. See what happens. But following common sense today didn't really seem to work. Windy and we had a little bit of clouds today, throwing chatterbaits and swim baits. Nothing. Stupid senko. The only thing that got me. Bites and one fish. So, alright, in case I don't come back tomorrow for my day 3, Hurricane Lake, Florida. It's been fun. I declare you the winner. See you guys.